everyone, welcome to part 3 of our Happy Hips series. Today we'll be coming through an active standing flow that's targeting our hip flexors. If you've been following along with me, in part 1 we went through some reclined postures and part 2 were some seated postures. So today will be a bit of a change up and a little bit more energetic. So we'll get started standing at the top of our mat. Here we are in our mountain pose at the top of our mat. We're strong through our feet, all the way up through our legs. We're tight in through the core, drawing our belly button in towards our spine, lengthening up through to the crown of the head, maybe rolling the shoulders back and down. And fingertips are extended at your side. With an inhale, drawing arms up and overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, steps your right foot back, coming into a low lunge. So we're lowering the back knee, untucking the toes, and we have our left knee positioned over top of our ankle. So with an inhale, when you feel steady, we're going to rise up, arms come overhead. If this feels too intense, there's always the option to scooch the back knee in slightly just to lessen the angle on your right hip flexor. So exhale to release, hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes and deep inhale here. And exhale sends the left foot back. Plank pose. Option to lower to your knees or to stay high on the toes as we exhale through chaturanga. Elbows tight to the body, coming all the way down to our bellies. Untuck the toes. Inhale for baby cobra. Engaging through the low back, through the core, using your triceps. Exhale to release. Inhale to press up through tabletop. Tucking the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, draws your right foot forward to meet your hands. Exhale to lower the back knee. Adjusting as you need to, setting up your strong foundation. Inhale to rise up, low lunge. Inhale to grow tall. And exhale to sink deep into your hips. Exhale, releases down to the mat. Tucking the back toes. Inhale, steps forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding deeper. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. And exhale through heart center, returning to our mountain pose. We're gonna repeat that sequence one more time using our left leg. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, steps the left foot back, untucks the toes. When you're ready and feeling strong, inhale to rise up for low lunge. Exhale, releases your hands to the mat. Tucking the left toes, exhale sends the left foot back to meet the right in plank pose. Exhale to lower, knees up or down as we make our way all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Maybe you can come slightly higher than before. Exhale to release. Inhale, presses up through tabletop. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Inhale, draws the left foot forward to meet your hands. Exhale to release the right knee to the mat, untucking the toes. Inhale to rise up, low lunge. Exhale, releases the hands down, tucking the right toes. Inhale to take a big step forward to meet your hands. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Palms can touch as we exhale through heart center, returning to mountain pose. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, steps back for downward facing dog. Maybe taking a pause here. Pedaling out your feet if that feels good. When you're ready, inhale, right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, steps it through to meet your hands. From here, we're going to heel toe our right foot to the outside of our right hand, turning the toes out slightly. Exhale, lowers the left knee down, untucking the toes. So here we are in lizard pose. So there's a few options here. This might feel like enough of a stretch for you. We're really targeting that left hip flexor here. So option to stay here. Again, you can draw the back knee in if you're finding that angle to be too intense. There's also the option to lower down onto the forearms if that's feeling good for you. Maybe when you're here, the right foot rocks to the outside edge, opening up further through your right hip. So choosing your option, and we'll stay here for 3 breaths. And when you're ready, using your inhale to return both hands firmly to the mat. We'll heel toe the right foot back in between our hands, tucking the left toes, raising the knee. And with an exhale, send the right foot back to meet the left in downward facing dog. So repeating that on the left side. Inhale, left foot up to the sky. Exhale, draw it through to meet your hands. Heel toe to bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand with your toes pointing slightly outward. And using an exhale to lower the right knee, untucking the toes, and choosing your variation. If you'd like to stay high on the hands, if you need to make an adjustment to the right knee, or if you're looking for a little bit more, exhaling down to the forearms. Maybe rocking the left foot to the outside edge of the foot. And staying here for 3 breaths. And using your exhale as we press up through our left hand, or through both hands, drawing the left foot back in between our hands, tucking the right toes, and exhale as we send the left foot back to the right. Maybe taking another pause in our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to step forward to the center of our mat, not all the way to the top, and we're going to come into Malasana. So I'm going to turn to face you guys here. So feet are maybe slightly wider than hip width distance, toes are pointing slightly outward, and with a deep exhale, we're going to send the hips back and down as we make our way into our yogi squat or Malasana. So if this is uncomfortable for you or your heels are not reaching the ground, you could use a rolled up towel or a blanket underneath of your heels to add some lift. And if your squat is up here, wherever you are, that's fine. Just trying to find some comfort here using whatever props you have available to you, and just finding what feels good. So we have our hands together at heart center with our elbows pressing against our knees. So we're creating some tension here, drawing them open. There's a few options here as well if you'd like to take this deeper. So we can exhale our left hand to our mat, just kind of directly in front of our toes. Inhale to draw the right arm up to the sky, gaze to follow. So you can stay here. Or one more option, to draw the back of your right hand towards the small of your back, and the left hand can reach behind, possibly clasping hands just behind your left hip. Gaze can come up over the right shoulder. So, choosing your option. And when you're ready, we'll exhale to release, drawing our hands back through heart center, setting up on the opposite side. Or if you're choosing to stay in center, just stay right as you are as we come through this on the right side. So we'll exhale our right hand down to the mat. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale to reach behind. And inhale draws the right arm around, possibly clasping hands behind the right hip. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. So this just creates a nice compression on the hip joint area. Using your exhale to release, and we'll come back to heart center. So from here, we're going to plant the hands. Maybe we'll straighten our feet. Exhale to rise up, returning to a forward fold. And using your inhale, we're going to roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. In our standing mountain pose, we're going to come through one last stretch, just a quad stretch, and also getting into our hip flexor as well. So setting up on your left leg, nice and strong. We're going to inhale our right foot up towards our right hand, reaching to grab. So our knee is pointing down. We're drawing our right heel in towards our glutes, and finding somewhere to send our gaze to help us keep our balance as well. So you should feel this all through the front of your thigh, all the way up your hip as well. And using your exhale to release. Setting up on the right foot. Inhale draws the left foot up to your hand, drawing your heel in towards your glutes. Your knee is pointing down, trying to maintain level hips here without going all crazy and pointing our knee out in any odd direction. And using your exhale to release. Thanks for following along with me today. I hope this video has left your hip flexors feeling awesome. Please share any progress photos with me if you'd like to. Just tag me in your photo. And stay tuned for part 4 of Happy Hips. Bye.